Why most people over 70 die for these same reasons. Have you ever noticed how often we hear the same causes mentioned when someone over 70 passes away? Heart problems, complications from falls, chronic illness, infections, sometimes even loneliness quietly in the background. It can feel mysterious, almost inevitable, but what if it's not as random as it seems? What if most people over 70 die for predictable reasons, reasons that develop slowly over years? Today, we're not talking about fear. We're talking about understanding. Because when we understand patterns, we gain power. And many of the factors that shorten life after 70 are not dramatic events. They are gradual processes. Let's gently explore them. The first and most common reason: heart-related problems. Heart disease remains the leading cause of death in most Western countries for people over 70. But here's what many overlook. Heart problems rarely appear overnight. They develop from years of high blood pressure, unmanaged stress, poor sleep, inactivity, and diet patterns that strain the body. George, 73, felt mostly fine. He occasionally felt winded but assumed it was just age. He skipped regular checkups because he didn't want bad news. One morning, he experienced chest discomfort he had ignored for months. The body often whispers before it shouts. Heart health after 70 is deeply influenced by small daily habits: gentle movement, managing stress, regular monitoring, staying socially engaged. The heart is not just a pump. It responds to emotional health, activity levels, and lifestyle choices. Many people over 70 die from heart disease, not because it is unavoidable, but because early warning signs were dismissed. The second common reason: falls and loss of physical strength. This one surprises many people. A simple fall can trigger a cascade of complications: fractures, hospitalization, immobility, infection. But falls rarely happen out of nowhere. They often follow gradual muscle loss, poor balance, weak core strength, or reduced physical activity. Margaret, 78, stopped walking regularly because her knees felt stiff. Over time, her leg strength decreased. One small misstep on a curb led to a broken hip. After that, recovery became difficult. Muscle mass declines naturally with age, but inactivity accelerates that decline dramatically. Many over 70 underestimate the importance of strength and balance training. It doesn't require intense workouts. Simple resistance exercises, daily walks, standing on one foot while holding a counter, gentle stretching. Maintaining strength is not about vanity. It is about independence, and independence is strongly linked to longevity. The third reason: chronic inflammation and unmanaged conditions. Conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and respiratory illness are extremely common after 70. The problem is not always the diagnosis itself. It's the slow accumulation of small neglect: skipping medications, avoiding follow-up appointments, ignoring diet adjustments, assuming fatigue is normal aging. David, 75, had borderline diabetes for years. Because he felt okay, he didn't change much. Gradually, his energy decreased, his immune system weakened, and complications emerged. Chronic conditions often move quietly, and after 70, the body has less reserve to recover from long-term strain. The key difference between decline and resilience is often consistency, taking small conditions seriously, adjusting habits early, not waiting for crisis. The fourth reason: social isolation and emotional decline. This one is less visible, but deeply powerful. After retirement, after children move away, after friends pass on, social circles can shrink, and loneliness has measurable effects on the body. It increases stress hormones, it weakens immune function, it increases risk of depression. Richard, 80, rarely left his home after losing his wife. Over time, his physical health deteriorated, not because of a specific disease, but because his world became small. Human beings are biologically wired for connection. Conversations stimulate cognition. Laughter regulates stress. Feeling needed strengthens resilience. Many people over 70 die not only from physical conditions, but from a gradual loss of engagement with life. Staying socially active is not optional for longevity. It is protective medicine. The fifth reason, delayed response to symptoms. Many older adults minimize discomfort. I don't want to bother the doctor. It's probably nothing. I've lived a good life anyway. That mindset can be dangerous. Early treatment is often the difference between manageable illness and serious complication. Helen, 82, ignored persistent fatigue. When she finally sought help, the condition was far more advanced than it needed to be. Pride, fear, fatigue. These emotions often delay action, but paying attention early can dramatically change outcomes. Your body deserves attention at every age. And finally, one of the most overlooked reasons, loss of purpose and motivation. When someone stops feeling needed, stops feeling curious, stops planning for the future, physical decline often follows. Thomas, 77, lost his sense of direction after retiring. His days became repetitive, his energy faded. Then he began volunteering at a community center. His routine changed, his posture improved, his conversations increased. Purpose stimulates movement. Purpose encourages self-care. Purpose strengthens immunity. Many over 70 don't die from one dramatic event. They decline gradually after losing a reason to stay engaged. Purpose is not luxury, it is survival fuel. Now, let's reflect gently. Heart strain, falls, chronic conditions, isolation, delayed care, loss of purpose. These are common patterns, but here's the hopeful truth. Most of them are influenced by daily decisions, small movements, small conversations, small checkups, small adjustments. Longevity is rarely about one heroic act. It is quiet consistency. If today's message stirred something in you, that's good. Awareness is not fear. Awareness is empowerment. Which of these reasons surprised you the most? Have you seen any of these patterns in your own life or in someone you love? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your insight might help someone else recognize a warning sign earlier. If you found this discussion valuable, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who wants not just more years, but stronger years. Because aging is natural, but decline is often negotiable. And the choices we make today can shape the years ahead.